How's it going, guys? Tim back with another video. Today we are at Flat Rock Middle School actually. And this is the site of, I don't know if you guys watched the last video, but I had said my rating had recently tanked due to a really bad tournament. Well, here we are. Flat Rock Middle School. This tournament was really rough for me. I ended up shooting very poorly. I think I was +7 on the first round, +6 on the second round. It was not very good. So we're gonna come out here for some redemption. We got the bag full of Prodigy discs out here. We got a new bag recently. I'll show you guys that in a little bit, but without further ado, we'll get it's also a little breezy out here, just wanted to mention. We'll get started here. So hole 1, 246 feet. Down in those rocks down there. It's kind of between those rocks. So we're gonna throw this PX3. Started a little bit wide. I do have a tailwind at this angle, so we'll start it wide and let it fade. Get out of the way. Okay, I'm long, very long, which means I'm gonna have a headwind putt. So that'll be fun, but that's okay. All right, well, here's where we ended up. Quite a bit long. We got to putt over this rock into a headwind and not go too high. Do it. Oh, tickled the chains. We're parked, we'll take our par. Alrighty, hole 2, par 3, 288. Basket off to the right. We do have a bit of a left to right wind. I'm gonna go forehand with the H1 V2. And we're just gonna try and swing it down there. See if we can get her close. Come out of it, and then street skip big. Okay, we're pretty long again, and that's gonna be a tough putt, but we'll give her a shot. Okay, so we ended up a bit long and quite a bit, how's my jump here? Okay, quite a bit to the left and quite a bit long. So we're gonna run one here. Got a little bit of a wind, but it's not too bad. All right, just get down. Oh boy, okay. Well, we'll go clean that up, hopefully. That's a little too high. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. Hopefully you guys can see me, but you might not be able to. All right, that's another par. I will say the front 9 on this course is kind of soft. The back 9 is insane, so we'll see. I mean, it's the same 9 technically. We're just playing the shorts then the longs, so we'll see. All right, hole 3, 318 feet, basically dead ahead. OB field to the left, OB drainage area to the right. We're gonna throw this brand new 500 Ultra Soft M4 with the Gavin Rathbun stamp. We do have a little bit of a headwind. We're gonna put this on some hyzer and let it flip up and turn. Never thrown this before. Okay, that's fine. You know what? I'm okay with playing safe. This hole is a freaking nightmare sometimes. Alrighty, here's what we're left with. It's a lot more windy than I thought it would be out here. We're just gonna throw an A2 in towards the basket here. Yep. Yeah, you can see how windy that was. It works though, that'll be a par. All right. And to save our par and stay even. Beauty. Telling you, the PA3 is probably the best putter in the world, at least for me. I love it. It works so well. All right, hole 4, 284, dead ahead. But there's a bunch of trees in the way, so you either have to go to the right side or the left side. I'm gonna throw this FX4. This Prodigy challenge got a lot better when I just started to throw the discs kind of how they fly and not how I think they should fly based on their numbers. This FX4 is pretty stable. So we're gonna start it out on this right side, let it swing in to the left. Gotta make sure not to flip it up too much, but that shouldn't be a problem. This thing is pretty beefy for what it is. Oh my God, yeah, that's so good. Pan! Get over there. Okay, that's a little bit wide, but Totally works. Should have a long putt. Okay, so we ended up pushing quite a bit long and didn't quite get back far enough left. Ground is a bit soggy today due to rain last night. So instead of getting a little skip, we actually just kind of tombstoned. So we'll give this a little run. We're gonna use the soft because this is a pretty big hill. So less chance of a roll away is better. Oh, all right, well, that's another par. I thought we would score on the front so we could hold on the back, but the main goal today is just to beat my tournament round by quite a bit, so a bunch under 6 over would be great. All right, hole 5 is 310. There's something going on at the school on a weekend. There's cars all over the place. I gotta tee off from the road, so I'm gonna hurry. I'm gonna throw the F3. Swamp down there is OB, just gotta miss that tree in the middle. A little bit of a tailwind here. That's great. Go in. Go in. Oh my God, just short. Okay, that was sick. All right, yeah, a little bit of wind is where the F3 kind of flies like my F2, so not bad. All right, yeah, so like I said in my previous video, F3 is more stable than my F2. So that's a birdie, by the way, on really like not an easy hole. My F3 is more stable than my F2. So it's a little bit more wind resistant, so when it's kind of a breezy day, I do like the F3 a little bit better, but any other day, the F2 is just so sick. All right, hole 6 is only 213, a little bit uphill up to a temp basket because the main basket got squished by a tree during Hurricane Helene. I'm gonna use this PA4, 500 PA4, I just got it, never thrown it. We have a bit of a tailwind, so it'll probably be perfect. I'm gonna put some hyzer on it and see what happens. Nice and easy. Stay up. That's great. Oh, it's absolutely parked. Okay, we are getting some birdies on this front 9. Thank goodness, dude. The back 9's so hard. Okay, well, that leaves us with a tap in on what could only be described as a super sketchy basket. We'll take it. PA4's kind of money. I wanted something in that really straight putter slot, so there she is. All right, something happened to hole 7's tee sign. It is currently not the direction it should be facing. 297, kind of in line with that telephone pole off to the right. You got to get down there and get right. Mando left of the telephone pole though, and you do not want to be in that brush. So we're gonna throw this H1 on forehand, nice and chill, and just get it out there. That's perfect. Little skip. Little skip. Okay. Yeah, that'll be great. We'll have a look for birdie, but it's gonna be a long one. Okay, well, here's what we're left with. We gotta look, that's for sure. Wind is not too bad over here. It's also getting kind of warm. I'm gonna try this hard, firm fractal PA3. Little jumper. Ah! Okay. We'll take our par. We are 2 down through 7. That's not too bad. All right, hole 8. 345 feet over this hill, and then it dips down, and then it goes up a hill, and it's on an elevated basket. So we're gonna throw FX4. This thing ends up being a workhorse, even though I kind of didn't expect it to, because I thought it was gonna be more flippy, and it was gonna be my flip up turn shot, but it's actually just a nice stable 9-speed. We do have a tailwind, so we'll see what that brings. Probably gonna knock it down. We wanna give it some height. Yeah, see, that's fine. I mean, geez, okay. I got pretty far left, but realistically, we're not trying to birdie this one. We just want to take a par. Okay, this is definitely a pitch up and take our par scenario. That is not a putt I'm trying to run. Just a little A2, right into the hill. Yep. Parked for the par. We'll take it. Okay, hole 9, tricky one to film, but it is dead ahead, 315 feet. We're gonna throw the F2. We have a little bit of a left to right wind, so that'll be interesting. Wind actually stopped for a second, so we're gonna throw pretty quick here. Look at that thing. Parked. Freaking parked. What a disc. It just flips up and goes. didn't put a ton on that drive. When I played the tournament here, I was throwing everything basically as hard as I could. It had been 8 months since I'd played a tournament, so I think the nerves got to me a bit. But that's a birdie. So we're 3 down through the front 9. We'll definitely take that any day of the week. We're gonna need those strokes for the back 9 because it's pretty crazy. All right, guys, so I want to just quickly tell you about my new bag. This is a Grip CX1 in their sweet mossy green color. What I was looking for was a bag that was a little bit lighter, carried less discs than my other bags, but had a lot of storage for other things. So, you know, we got our grabber on here, got some filming stuff in this pocket, I got some towels and things over here. We've got 3 putters up top here. We got our A5 in this pocket up front. Then we got a bunch of discs in this section here. And it's just a sweet bag, you know? I wanted something that was a little bit more comfortable and a little bit lighter. So, you know, there you have it. Grip CX1 is my new bag. Hope you guys like it. Let me know what bags you guys are using down in the comments. Alrighty. Hole 10's going to hole 1's basket up in the rocks. I'm gonna throw the H3. It's about 320. Kind of a weird line. You either gotta go up and over the hill or kind of straight at it. We're gonna try this H3 V2. We do have a little bit of a tailwind. And yeah, we'll just see what we can do. That seems pretty good. Oh, it skipped a ways, but we'll have a look. Oh, it's getting windy. Okay, hey guys, I'm over here. We're down here. We're close to pin high. This is gonna be a really tricky putt because we have a pretty bad right to left here, so anything in the air is gonna get floated. Here goes. Yep, that's a par. There's gonna be a lot of pars, hopefully, on this back 9, because it's a nasty one. Oh, I'm under a rock. Okay. All right, well, hole 11's a freaking bruiser. 500 feet, par 3. Downhill a little bit. Off to the right, not technically OB, but you might as well be. Road and beyond to the left is OB. We're gonna throw the most stable D3 in the world on a forehand out over the road. Try and keep it kind of low. We do have a left to right wind here, so. Little flip up. Yeah, it's pretty nice. We'll take it. We will definitely take it. We're in bounds, that's all that matters. All right, we pushed up here pretty good. We got about 160, 170 left to the basket. We'll go A5 here. And just let it, start it to the right, let it swing. Maybe slight anhyzer just so I don't have to swing it too wide. Yeah, that seems great. Get back, come on. Yep, perfect. That'll be a par. Okay, the wind's really going now. We are on this nice mossy texture here, so that's kind of nice, but the more pars we can get on this back 9, the better. There's a couple of birdie opportunities, but they are few and far between. This back 9 is for bombers only, and I'm not that, unfortunately. All right, so hole 12 is one that gives me nightmares. When I played this tournament, I threw into the baseball field twice. No matter how hard I tried, my disc would just lift straight into the field. So we're gonna throw M2 here. Nice and easy. We're just gonna split this hole in half, play it like a par 4 that we're trying to birdie. So just chip, chip, par. So here we go. We do have a pretty ripping headwind right now, so I'm gonna put quite a bit of hyzer on this. Flips up and fades. Yep, that is all you need. I feel like a baby for doing it, but I'm not trying to be in that field. All right, so we pushed this about 250, so we got like 175 to the basket. We're gonna go A2 on forehand. We do have a little bit of a right to left wind here, so I don't love the backhand because things will just get lifted and pushed. So we'll go a little forehand guy here. Now get over there. Oh, I love that. That's so good. Oh, A2. You are so money. Okay, well, this is a par that feels like a birdie. Is there anything better than an A2 on forehand? I'm not so sure. All right, hole 13, 429 feet, not to be confused with hole 12's 428 feet. We're gonna go FX4. It's the same hole placement as hole 4. So behind that line of trees up there, FX4, flat and hard. Let her turn a little bit. We're not trying to get too crazy in this wind, so it's a headwind. A little bit of turn, don't hit the tree. Oh, it didn't, nice. That'll work, just fine. Okay, so we landed in this thorn pit that's right here, so I just backed us up to right here. Something about some new PDGA rule says I can do that or whatever. So we're gonna throw the H1 into the basket here. Actually, we're not gonna throw the H1. We're gonna throw the A5. It's pretty close. We gotta put this kind of high, actually, we got a line. Let's freaking just send it. We do have a headwind still, a little hyzer on this. I need a skip. Yeah, H1 would have been way too much. We actually even pushed a little bit long with that. Okay, we're left with a tricky little uphill putt. It's not very long, but it is pretty windy, so we'll see what we could do here. Beauty. All right, that's another par. God, if only I could have done this in the tournament. That would have been so nice. All right, 14, 530 foot par 4. Not the black basket we went to last time. There's a blue one way up to the right on the hill. We're just gonna go PX3, lay up the swamp, because we're not trying to mess with this wind too much. So just a nice easy guy down there. Yep, perfect. Oh yeah, really good layup. All right, sweet. All right, well, we're officially playing for par. So we're gonna go A2, because I don't think I can get a good enough angle. I'd have to throw it out over the road, so just a little chip shot here so we can have an approach and a putt. Perfect. Yep, that'll work great. Now we'll just have a little upshot and a putt for our par. Hopefully going par on the back nine would be wonderful. All right, we're left with this. Can finally see the basket. We're gonna go PA4. Just a nice easy one. Just let it float on up there and rest on the hill. A roll would be bad. Go. Yep, that's perfect. Would have liked to have gone slightly longer, but we didn't want to turn it over and roll down the hill. Okay, and for the par, this basket has got a few chains hanging. Not too bad of a putt, maybe 20. Yep, perfect. Alrighty. Hole 15, 270 feet. Straight uphill up to that sketchy basket. Kind of calls for a little turn and fade, so we're gonna throw the F2. Gotta not hit the power line, actually. That would be annoying. Bit of hyzer, let her do her work. That was so much hyzer. Hit that tree, please. Thank you. Love it. I was going OB, but we caught the tree. Sick. All right, well, here's where we ended up after clipping the tree. We are gonna give her a little jumper because consequences aren't that high. Ground's nice and soft up there, so we'll send it. Oh, yep, that's fine. Keep parring is okay with me. Alrighty, hole 16 is 372 feet. Up to the right, just like before, but just much longer this time. We're going stable D3. We're gonna hit on a little bit of a flex forehand. Try and get all the way down there. It is a little downhill, so we really just don't want to be high right, because that sucks. So even out in the field is fine with me. Oh, that's a lot of flex. Okay, whatever. We'll have an upshot and a putt for there. All right, yeah, so we pushed a ways down here. We're just gonna go A5 into the basket. We had a head kind of left to right wind on that shot, and I really didn't want this thing to get lifted all the way into the bramble over there, because that's hell. Trust me, I've been there. Okay, here we go. Just a nice easy A5 up there. It just goes where you want it to. Parked. God, the A5 is so good. Okay, sweet. So that's another par. All right, hole 17, 609 foot par 4. This is like one of the only gettable holes on the back nine. I guess the 15 could have been too. But anyways, we're throwing a new addition to the bag here. 400G X4. This thing feels really good. 400G plastic feels amazing. I will say, through this Prodigy challenge, I have realized Prodigy does have some of the best feeling plastic in the game. I'm not even gonna lie about that. It's pretty fantastic. So we're just gonna hit this hard and flat and see what happens. Haven't really thrown it, so hoping to get a little bit of turn out of it. Just want to get past the shorter pad and we'll have a look. Staying left. Oh, it flipped up a bit. Wow. Why is that so stable? Why is everything so stable that I get? I see people throwing X4s online and they're the flippiest things ever. I don't know what's going on. All right, conditions change as soon as I press record. We're gonna go H1 here. We pushed up here kind of far. It was it was a headwind like 5 seconds ago. Now it's a tailwind, so we do have to get around that baseball thing up there because that is a Mando. So we're just gonna kind of push it down towards the woods and let it fade. Maybe even put a little bit of flex on it. That seems good. Yeah. Okay. Should have an upshot and a putt. All right, I'm not gonna lie, that H1 shot actually ended up being pretty juicy. Now we're left in a bit of a predicament though. We could run this. I think we're going to. Just a soft, high run. Do it. Oh, okay. Yep, minimal consequence. We'll just take our par. Kind of wanted to get that one, but the tee shot let me down a little bit. Okay, that brings us to hole 18, which is a nightmare for filming. Tee pad's just over here. I wanted to get you in a place where you could actually see the basket. I think it's 381 feet. I'm gonna try the X4 again. We're gonna see what it's made of. I'm gonna put it on a flex line and see what happens. Basket straight ahead. We're gonna put a pump on this one. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys will see it, but it was a pump. A little too much angle, I think, but it did fight out. That thing is really stable, actually. Not as stable as my D3, luckily. All right, well, we kind of crashed it into the hillside here instead of getting the rest of our flight. So we're a little bit tombstoned. You can see the basket just there. I'm just gonna A2 forehand it up there. Yep, perfect. That was great. Kept it kind of low, so I got out of the wind a little. Not bad. Alrighty, we're just gonna close it out here. Just a short little putt for par. And that'll do it. That's a 3 down. 3 down on the front, even on the back. We'll take that any day of the week. According to UDisc, that's a 220 rated round. So that equates to like almost a 950 in these conditions. Probably about 950, 960 rated. So we definitely popped off today a bit. A little bit better than expected, but we got our redemption, baby. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to come out here and get redemption on my bad tournament. So I'd like to thank all you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.